Welcome back. This morning, we want to honor one of our own. Former newscast director Debra Zimmer was inducted into the Silver Circle last night at the Chicago Marriott downtown. The Silver Circle is a group of longtime journalists recognized for their distinguished service by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Debra directed here at WBBM Television from 1988 until 2019. Here's former meteorologist Steve Baskerville with a look back at her career.
We're ready to go.
Hello, I'm Steve Baskerville. I worked with Debra Zimmer for 30 years. Wait a minute, is this the wrong camera? It should be this one? Is you? You. This is the reason why you need an ace director who has your back and makes you look good. Debra had perfect timing, a knack for anticipating the next best shot, and troubleshooting. Former WBBM anchor Linda McLennan, take it from here.
Should I say action?
We worked together for almost 16 years here, and you were always the consummate pro. You were unflappable.
220.
Were you always like that?
No, I was always like that, always. And if I stay calm, everybody would around me be calm. But I could always tell when I would raise my voice and say something very stern and direct. I watched the cameras go, whoop. The camera guys would be, oh, woke them up, woke them up.
But it wasn't all that funny. When Debra graduated from Ohio University and got her first full-time directing job at WOWK-TV in West Virginia, that first day was a doozy.
Moved out of the house. I had my apartment. I was so excited.
But the person who hired her had some bad news.
I don't want you to worry, because that's the first thing you don't want to hear on your first day of job.
No.
But all of our men called off sick.
Those guys had all called in because
They didn't want to work with a woman. You know, it was the days where the philosophy of theirs was keep the broads out of broadcasting. We didn't know how to do it. We weren't, trained well enough as they would be. And I didn't have camera people, I didn't have audio, they didn't have film. And I was there by myself. I don't know how that anchor got through that newscast.
but it got on the air.
It got on the air.
That's incredible.
As one of the very few women directing newscasts on television, Debra faced a very high glass ceiling throughout much of her career. But each time she proved she knew exactly what she was doing. But it was her mom who kept her going after that terrible first day.
And she says, well, I want to tell you that you can come home. And I need to tell you, this is not about you. But I have to tell you, you are the one that can do it on your own, get out there, learn your craft.
From there, she moved to WLWT in Cincinnati.
A gorgeous day today, and temperatures have risen rather nicely into the low 70s.
It was WKYC in Cleveland, and working with Al Roker. At KGO in San Francisco in the 80s, when directing pool coverage of the visit of Pope John Paul II, gave her a memory she will never forget. A Secret Service agent's tip led to a shot of the Pope picking up a little boy with AIDS.
It was such a touching moment to capture that, and it was a shot that was seen around. It led every newscast throughout the world.
She moved to WBBM in 1988 and worked with Lester Holt.
Debra, congratulations on your induction to the Silver Circle. You truly deserve it.
Bill Curtis, Walter Jacobson, Carol Marine, and so many anchor teams, reporters, and colleagues behind the scenes.
Later's life is hard, dissolve.
Those newscasts directed in the old control room in Streeterville.
Last day for Taste this year. We'll be back at 4:30.
Plus live remotes like this one at the Taste of Chicago in 1988. Reporter Bob Wallace going behind the scenes.
Debra Zimmer Smith, who's directing. 30 seconds.
Wow, this brings back memories.
And in the brand new one at Block 37. Debra led WBBM through several set renovations. And how about all the technology changes through the years? From film all the way to digital.
What makes a good director in this day and age?
Understanding the technology. I mean, it's simply, you cannot fake it. Can I just hit one button?
Absolutely.
Where's the take button anymore?
It's blown out because we use it so much, but it's right there.
It certainly was my goal and my quest to just keep trying to make a difference, not only for myself, the people that I worked with, but the viewers.
We're gonna miss you, Deb. Yeah, that's cold.
Thank you.
It was in January 2019 she hung up her headset for good, directing her last newscast.
See you, everybody.
Beautiful. Debra was one of 8 journalists recognized last night, including Diane Burns, Rob Stafford, and Dan Jiggets, who all worked here at CBS News Chicago at one time. Special thanks to Alfredo Roman, who edited that tribute to Debra Zimmer.